Hey, this is Jeremy with Frank Otte's Nursery and Garden Center located at 2930 Bardstown Road. And this is the dirt on blight. If you planted tomatoes early this season and you walked out recently and you notice you got little yellow leaves on the bottom, you may just shrug it off and walk away. I wouldn't do that if I were you. Those yellow leaves start off just as yellow leaves, and then all of a sudden 3 days later you've got little spots all over your plant and your tomato plant just looks sick. This is a good sign of that you have early blight. Even though it's called early blight, it can take place anytime. And mainly what that is, it's a fungus that is in your soil. It's left over from old debris. It could be from pepper plants, potatoes, eggplants, tomatoes are all in the same family, so they all can get this same disease. The best thing to do to prevent this is to rotate your crops. Don't plant the same family in the same spot every year. If your tomatoes getting this every year, it's probably because you've planted the same spot every year. What this is, it's a disease that's in the soil, and the way this is spread is like, for instance, when you water it, those spores in the soil splash up onto the leaves. And there you go, the disease has a tight grip on those tomatoes. Another thing you can do to help prevent this is by staking them or simply putting a cage around it. That'll lift the lower leaves up off the ground and making it further away for the spores to travel to get to the lower leaves. Another good way to help prevent this is mulch your tomatoes. That'll help keep the dirt away from the plant. So when you water, you're gonna have less splash because the mulch is gonna be blocking that dirt and the spores that are in it. All right, so now, say your tomato has this. It is curable. If it's too far along, it may not be. There are a couple different solutions you can use. Two of the best will probably be mancozeb or anything that contains chlorothalonil, like this funganil. It's a foliar spray, so just like any foliar spray, you're gonna have to repeat it after a heavy rain and just follow the instructions, do exactly what it says. Another good one would be copper fungicide. Again, you're gonna have to do it often. The best way to prevent this is just rotating your crops from year to year to year. So say you go out there and you're looking at your tomato and you're not quite sure if it's blight that you have, cut us off a leaf and bring it in, or you could simply take a picture, send it to us on Facebook, and we can try to help to identify it through the picture. We can also help give you a solution as how to correct the problem. This has been the Dirt on Blight, 2930 Bardstown Road, Frank Otte Nursery and Garden Center. Share this video on Facebook, like us on Facebook, check us out online at ottegardencenter.com.